with that being said, Truex, he's had a great year. But, with last year, he thought about retiring and changed his mind and had a bad year. A lot of people considered, but just because him not knowing if he was going to retire or not kind of made that team and Truex not be as sharp. And that's why they think kind of he missed the playoffs, didn't win a race, all that stuff. This year, he's done way better. Won 3 races. Like I said, he's leading the regular season points. And people were still asking him about the retirement question. And he's still not sure. It's kind of interesting. Like you never really see this out of a guy at the top of his game question. But he's a points leader, for God's sakes, and he's questioning if he really wants to come back next year. It's very interesting. I've never seen a case like this. Martin just said he's bad at making big decisions, so he's still not sure. He's thought about buying a boat, going out and fishing all year.
Yeah, you say that you can't think of one that was like very good in their last season. Jeff, right?
Yeah, but he announced he was going to retire at the beginning of the year.
Okay. But so he knew.
Tony announced his.
Mark Martin was a guy.
Mark Martin retired every other year.
Well, yeah, but then he came back and ran that 5 car and should have won the championship in 2009? And he didn't know if he was going to run the full season in 2010, which I don't think he did.
He did.
Which year was it that he split that ride?
He never split the 5 car. Ever. Casey took it over in 12.
So he ran 9, 10, and 11?
Yeah.
He ran 3 years at Hendrick?
Yeah. He was only good in 2009.
Yeah.
2010, he was terrible. 2011 was about as bad.
And then he retired, right?
Yeah. No.
He drove the 55
car. My elbow.
Yeah. I don't care that you broke your elbow. But so Mark is one that comes to mind with the kind of retirement issues. Rusty Wallace, when he retired, 2005?
I'm pretty sure he announced it though, didn't he?
Yeah,
he
but
might
he didn't
not
want
have,
to. But he didn't want to.
But I'm saying all these guys were not leading the points, I don't think,
that's
their
true.
final year. Like if you're in points lead, if you're winning races, leading the points, you'd be like, hell no, why would I stop? He's like, I might.
That's why I think he's already made the decision.
If he's saying it, he probably is.
Yeah. I think he's going to retire. And his interview where he gave I don't know if I want to come back. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. While you're leading the points and you don't know, you should probably leave. But
that's impressive.
It is.
That's in his back of his mind.
Well,
every week, every day.
Well, if you already know,
and he's still winning races.
If you already know you're not going to do it anymore, you don't have to worry about it.
It's true.
And you can just go out there and race. It's not an issue anymore.
But from what he says, he don't know.
I just don't think he's going to announce it yet. I think he knows. I think Eric knows. I think he knows.
Eric.
I think they're both done. But as far as Martin goes in that interview, when he said, like I said, I don't know if I'm coming back. That tips me off that I think he is. He also said that. What was it that he said that? I had it while you were talking, then I forgot what I was going to say. He said something
happens
in there.
A lot.
Yeah, that
he said words.
Yeah, he did. He mentioned things
that relates to this conversation.
I think he's done.
Does he win the championship?
No.
Does he make the championship 4 at this moment?
I think he's the favorite. Yeah, but I just and if he makes the championship 4, of course he's got a shot. I mean, this is probably the closest track to Phoenix.
Yeah, I think Truex is going to retire. Just if you're this good and you're doing this well and you still don't know if you want to come back for next year. I know he's, you never want to say something too early and then change your mind about it. So you're kind of leaving the door open for both possibilities. If you want to come back, you can, or if you want to retire, you can just go ahead and jump into retirement. But this back and forth, I know it's getting on Joe Gibbs' nerves. But they're winning races and he's making Joe some money and making Joe look good. So Joe's going to do everything he can to keep Truex in that 19 car. But if you're doing this good, I don't see why he wouldn't just say, oh, hell yeah, I'm coming back. hell yeah, this team's on fire right now. I'm running great. Best I ever felt in my whole career. You know, I mean, even though he don't, you know, he's looking like it. Looks like a 25-year-old out there. So whooping a whole bunch of guys in their primes asses right now. So yeah, I think Truex is done. Unless something changes and he goes on and wins like 4 more races, and I don't know how you can stop. If he wins like 7, 8 races, how do you stop?
Carl Edwards.
He didn't win 7 or 8 races.
I'm just saying that he was.
Oh, out of nowhere,
won the championship and then retired.
Yeah, but that retirement blindsided everybody. Thanks, Joey Logano.
Thanks, NASCAR.
Anyways, now I think Truex is done, and I've never been a Truex fan. You know, I liked him when he was not winning races at DEI and DEI and Michael Waltrip Racing. You know, he was running good, just never could really win a whole lot. And then he went to Furniture Row and, you know, won a race in the Chevy before they switched to Toyota in 2016. And then when he switched to Toyota, he got a big old head on him and started running the front every week. And then he started whining if he didn't win. And that's what kind of turned me off for Truex. It's kind of like Matt Crafton. Matt Crafton used to be one of my favorite Truck Series drivers. And then he started winning championships and winning races, and he turned into a little fucking brat. So that's what winning does to some people. I feel like, you know, I don't have anything against Truex, but he drives a Toyota, and you know how I feel about Toyota. So if he retires, you know, it's gonna hate to see him go, especially that we're losing Harvick and we're probably losing Almirola. Kyle Busch is the only one left now out of that crop that, you know, we grew up watching. It's really just Kyle Busch left, unless I'm forgetting somebody.
Newman every now and again.
Well, yeah, but he's done race full time.
JJ Yaley.
That's true. That top. Again, they should have put him. They could have kept him in that car. He would have got a top 15.
Yeah.
Instead of Newman. But no, if Truex does retire, you know, I really don't wish him to do well, but I hope he does halfway decent, because, you know, he's been a very good ambassador to the sport. You know, he's one of the guys that don't say a whole lot unless he's upset, and he just does go about his business, wins races, and competes for championships. Other than last year, so yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I think you're right. I agree with you. I think he's done.